is me. It's time to
Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Lavendaire. So today is a special occasion because this is a solo video podcast, and I believe it's my first time doing this. So what that means is this is a video, but it's also going to be on my podcast, The Lavendaire Lifestyle. So if you're listening to the podcast version, just know that there's a video version of this as well. So I wanted to do a video podcast because today's topic has a big audio element to it, and I'm going to be spending a little bit longer telling my personal story and reflecting with you guys. So I wanted to share about a time in my life where I was really struggling to figure out who I was. I was finding the courage to become my true self, finding the courage to overcome self-doubt and the haters, and finally start living from a more authentic place and also creating from an authentic place. And I'm thinking about this time in my life because it happened exactly 10 years ago. So I feel like it's just been a whole chapter. It literally feels like I was a different person back then, but I wanted to share about that time in my life now because I feel like it could help someone out there. So 10 years ago, October 21st, 2013, I launched my first album called Honestly. If you're on video, I'll show you an image of what it looks like because I still have a lot of these. This was a huge creative project and goal that I set for myself to finish and release on my 23rd birthday. And the year leading up to me deciding to do this and releasing it was probably the hardest year of my life, where I was going through depression and really lost figuring out who I was, what I wanted to do. I don't know. So I was going through a tough time, and the summer in 2013, I was going through the situation where I kind of had a falling out with some people that I thought were my friends, but instead they were kind of people that were using me and they didn't respect me. And it's actually a story that I think I shared on my podcast in one of the early episodes. But going through that experience, really, I was like heartbroken from that experience. And it made me question my worth and my value because like if I really respected myself, I wouldn't let people treat me that way or say things about me in that way. And so I just remember feeling really hurt. And I walked to a nearby park by my house and I sat on a hill, like a grassy hill, and I was just crying behind my sunglasses, laying on the grass. And I decided to journal at that point, and I wrote this poem called Honestly. And that poem was essentially my declaration to myself to stand strong for who I am, to defend myself, and to just learn to be my true self honestly, regardless of what people think of me, regardless of who's going to judge me, what they're going to say and what they think of me. It was me really standing strong in my own self-worth and telling myself from now on, I'm just going to be honestly myself. And if people don't like that, they don't like that. Like F them. I don't care anymore. I'm just going to be myself and not try to people please, not try to make everyone like me, and just that vibe, right? So I think that's the first song that I wrote. Honestly, I had help from my friend Austin Jose. We just got together at a jam session. I brought this poem and this song just came out. And it's funny because I didn't actually put the song on the actual album, but I named the album Honestly. To clarify, on my birthday, October 21st, 2013, I came out with a mixtape. And the mixtape had this song, Honestly. It had a couple other songs that I wrote and then a few covers. And I was like, for my birthday, I'm going to gift my mixtape to the world. And so that was my creative project that I set for myself. And then I think 1 month later, I decided to turn that mixtape and those original songs into an album, this EP with 5 songs that I wrote, recorded, and produced by myself. And I had this album release party. It was super fun. And it was honestly, and still is, one of the biggest creative accomplishments of my life. I'm just so proud of myself for like setting that goal and creating that music and sticking through, because it was not easy to create it and to learn how to do all those things like producing, mixing, music. Anyway, very, very proud of that accomplishment. And so today I'll share Honestly and talk about that. And then I'll share another song and talk about that. But if you listen to the song, I think you'll hear how this was truly the beginning of the version of Aileen that you see today. This was the beginnings of me creating my dream life, like me standing strong. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to be honest. And that's that. So let's listen to Honestly.
Honestly, this is me. It's time to start listening to myself. No more second guessing. It's time to be fearless. This is my first step to becoming the person I wanna be, that I need to be, honestly. Honestly, this is me. I won't pretend that I've got it all figured out, but I'm not afraid to fall. I'm prepared to lose it all. I'm gonna dive head first into everything I've ever wanted to do, and no one's gonna stop me. No. I found my place, I found my voice. I've got everything I need inside of me. Don't wanna wait, the time is now to paint all of the colors of my dreams. Honestly, this is me, excited for this beautiful life, and I know that all of the wonderful things that I imagine will come to life through me, honestly.
Okay, so I was clearly getting emotional during the song because I remember feeling that way, feeling so insecure, but also being like, I'm going to be fearless. I'm going to be me. I'm going to go for everything I want to do. And if you pay attention to the lyrics, it really outlines so much of what I wanted to stand for and the new version of me that I wanted to create. And I started Lavendaire about 6 months after this time in my life. This is October 2013. I started April 2014 Lavendaire. So honestly, that concept of life is an art, make it your masterpiece. I think you can see that here. I talked about painting all the colors of my dreams. And our launch theme this year was painting because life is an art, right? Back then, I didn't put it on the album because I didn't like it. I was like, oh, it's too basic. It's just piano. It sounds too... I was trying to go for like a cooler indie pop synth pop vibe. So I didn't put it on the album. But 10 years later, listening to it, I really appreciate it. And it holds a lot of meaning because it's like a time capsule of what I was feeling who I was at that time. So maybe you feel like you can relate to this stage in your life where you're just beginning to find the courage to be yourself, just beginning to find the courage to go after your dreams. So I hope that this gives you a little bit of motivation, because truly, when I wrote this song, I was at one of my lowest points of my life. And now 10 years later, I just have so much that I dreamed of back then. And I just think I would be like mind blown if I had a time machine and I saw what unfolded in the next 10 years. Okay, sorry. All right, the next song that I want to share is actually the last song that I wrote for the album. Honestly, was the first song that I wrote, and then this is the final song that I wrote. And it is called The War. I love this song. It's probably the best song on this album, and if I were to release a single, like this would be it. So the song is about the internal war that we have with ourselves in our mind. It is the battles that we have with our fear, our resistance, our self-doubt, our insecurities. And it is a reminder that we are resilient. Even though there's this war going on in our head, and you might lose some battles, but if you just keep going and if you just bounce back up and you stay strong, then you can win the war. So again, I'll play the song, I'll have lyrics on screen, and then I'll do a little reflection afterward.
Sometimes I hear my fear crying louder than usual, and I feel so small. These times I'm tired of trying, in doubts I am drowning, and it gets so hard to trust myself, and I wanna feel nothing, be immune to the buzzing from all the noise. And right when everything's crashing, I feel my heart beating, and I remember why I breathe. Sometimes it's okay to be weak. We're all human. We all know this. What matters is your will to get back up, to be resilient and keep living. You gotta fight for who you wanna be. Hold on, it's not easy, believe me. Oh, but if you keep on, it won't matter in the end how many battles have been lost, 'cause we fought, and that's how the war is won. I know it's just for the moment, but judgment is clouded in the eye of the storm. And though I may have fallen, I'll gather my strength and know that tomorrow I'll rise again, 'cause it's okay to be weak. We're all human. We all know this. What matters is your will to get back up, to be resilient and keep living. You gotta fight for who you wanna be. Hold on, it's not easy, believe
hope you enjoyed The War, written by me, baby me, 10 years ago. So as you can hear, it's a song about that war against our self-doubt, our fear, and reminding ourselves to be resilient and really fighting for who you want to be. I think back then I was just going through such a struggle that everything just felt like a fight. Like I was really trying hard to break through who I was, who I wanted to be. And I mean, when you're starting from the ground, zero, you're starting from rock bottom, you really have nothing. And that was the place that I was in life. I felt like I had nothing and I had to fight my way up. And that's where I started making music. It's where I started making YouTube videos for Lavendaire. And you really have to hustle hard in those early years to fight for what you want, because you feel like the people around you don't believe in you. You barely believe in yourself. I'm trying to believe in myself, even though deep down I'm still not there yet. It's almost like fake it till you make it kind of thing. And it's not an easy place to be, but you got to start somewhere, right? In that journey over the next few years, I learned all these things about self-love, self-acceptance, all these things about self-worth. Oh my God, 10 years later, I'm still healing, still unraveling so much of my self-worth. And I'm sure if you watch Lavendaire videos, you know, I've been talking about all the different layers that I've been healing over the years. There's still more to be unraveled, still more to learn about myself, still more to detach from my sense of self-worth. But I hope that this music gave you something today. It's nice for me to reflect, and it really is just me being proud of myself for doing this 10 years ago. I do miss making music. I get into phases where I'm really inspired by music and I'm like, man, I want to create again. It is something that keeps coming back to me, so I do feel like the story is not over yet. The original plan was I was gonna make videos on Lavendaire and make music at the same time, but what happened was Lavendaire was, I think it's already hard to be consistent making videos every week. So I think it was a lot of energy going to committing to starting a new YouTube channel. And then I also had a lot of writer's resistance and writer's block, a lot of issues that I'm still dealing with now, just fear of making art because you're afraid that it's not going to be as good as you want it to be. I put so much pressure on myself and my work. I want it to be so good. In my head, I want it to be, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to be good. I want it to be great, exceptional. And it really holds you back as an artist, because if you have that mindset, you just don't create because it's too scary to create. You're going to make stuff and you're going to judge yourself wow, that sucks. And then you stop. So I really did let that artist resistance hold me back, and it really kept me from continuing to make music. But that's something else that I'm learning to unravel, is to release all of that pressure from my creations and to simply create out of joy and also create consistently. So something that I realized looking back is that the creative process is not all about just being inspired to create. It truly is the dedication that you make to show up to create. For example, if you tell yourself, oh, I'm only going to write a song when I'm inspired, or I'm only going to write when I'm inspired, then it's only going to happen once in a while, maybe once every 3 months or so, you'll work on it. Versus if you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to commit and dedicate myself to showing up every single day for an hour or 30 minutes just to write stuff, even if it's bad, even if it's not something I'm ever going to share, something that I can just throw away. That second strategy, that method is going to work so much better. You're going to create so much work, a volume of work, so that, probability wise, there's going to be something good that comes out of it. It might not be every single piece of work is good, but there's going to be a lot more good work coming out from that dedication, the consistent dedication, than there will be if you only make stuff when inspired. And I realized, like, looking back, making this album, yes, I had some moments of inspiration, but most of it felt like pushing, right? Most of it felt like, oh, I committed to this. I dedicated myself. I announced that I'm going to release an album on my birthday. I have to finish it by my birthday. And so it was grueling. It was not exactly fun, the whole journey. And after that experience, I told myself, oh, I'm just going to make music out of my inspiration. And then it never really happened because I didn't dedicate myself to the consistency of it. Instead, I dedicated myself to making a video for Lavendaire every single week, which is a commitment and dedication in itself. Just the way Lavendaire took off and I had all this positive feedback, I think a lot of my energy just went to growing that, and then music just kind of went on the back burner. But yeah, those are the lessons for you, whether you're a creative or whether you have a passion project, a side project, something that you want to get done. These are lessons that are reminders for me because I'm constantly having all these projects in my head that I want to create, but I don't get around to doing them because I have so much else on my plate. But I'm like, no, I know the way to get things done is you have to be consistent. You have to dedicate yourself to it and commit to it at least a little bit every single day. That's the only way it's going to get done. It's not going to be fun the entire time. So that is a reminder. If there's something that you truly want to accomplish, anything that you truly want to create, then make that space in your life a consistent amount of space, whether it's daily or weekly. If you leave it to bi-weekly or monthly, I think that's a little too little to dedicate to something that you want to achieve. So I hope that that was helpful for you. And thank you for listening to a couple songs off of my Honestly album and mixtape. If you want to listen, I still have my SoundCloud up, soundcloud.com/Lavendaire. And then the Honestly album is actually on Spotify and iTunes. If you search my name, Aileen Sue, then you will find that album. Before we go today, I just want to let you know that we just launched our 2024 Artist of Life workbook. If you haven't heard, this workbook is a guided journal to help you create your most successful and intentional year in 2024. It's essentially a tool to help you plan and organize all your dreams, all your goals. It's a compilation of all the exercises that have helped me create my dream life, and it's a tool to take you from where you are to where you want to be. So if you want to check that out, you can go to shop.lavendaire.com. And if you're not following our podcast already, I highly recommend you check it out. It's called The Lavendaire Lifestyle, and you can find it anywhere that you can find podcasts. All right, sending you so much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.